Once you cross into stage 5 of burnout, a simple weekend getaway cannot save you anymore. Let us explore what your nervous system truly needs to rebuild itself from cellular collapse. Many believe burnout is just a temporary state of mental exhaustion solved by extra sleep. In reality, your biology is undergoing a profound physiological shutdown at the deepest cellular level. When stress becomes chronic, the body loses its ability to self-regulate. What felt like standard fatigue turns into an active, destructive cycle that conventional relaxation methods cannot touch. Your nervous system becomes locked in a continuous survival response, constantly pumping out signals of danger. In this state, your cells simply refuse to absorb nutrients or initiate recovery. To reverse this damage, we must first understand the 5 distinct neurological stages of burnout. Each stage requires a completely different, scientifically tailored protocol to restore your vital energy. Stage 1 is the deceptive honeymoon phase, characterized by high energy and intense focus. You feel unstoppable, but your brain is actually borrowing energy from your biological future. This initial hyperfocus is powered by constant adrenaline, mask-wearing exhaustion. You're creating a massive biological debt that your mitochondria will eventually be forced to pay back. In stage 2, the initial high fades, replaced by a sudden fuel shortage. Wakefulness requires multiple cups of coffee, and your sleep begins to lose its restorative power. Your circadian rhythm begins to fracture. Even though you are physically exhausted, your brain remains in a state of high alert, preventing you from reaching deep sleep. Stage 3 brings persistent physical symptoms, including chronic digestive issues and muscle tension. Your body is shifting resources away from maintenance to fund your constant survival response. You begin getting sick more frequently, catching every cold that circulates. Your immune system is starved of the cellular energy required to mount an effective defense. Stage 4 is the crisis point, where cognitive function begins to fail. Brain fog becomes dense, and making simple decisions feels like climbing a steep mountain. Your working memory collapses under the weight of neuroinflammation. You forget simple words, misplace keys, and struggle to follow basic conversations throughout your day. Finally, you hit stage 5, total cellular collapse. This is where your body decides for you, shutting down systemic functions to preserve what little vital energy remains. At this ultimate boundary, the nervous system enters a state of deep conservation. You cannot push through this phase. Your biology simply will not allow it. This is why traditional rest fails completely in the later stages. A long weekend or a vacation only provides a temporary pause, not real biological recovery. You expect a trip to recharge your battery, but your cellular machinery is damaged. It cannot store the energy you try to give it through passive relaxation. The problem lies deep within your mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells. In late-stage burnout, these vital engines are physically damaged and shut down to prevent further decay. Without functional mitochondria, your cellular energy currency, known as ATP, drops to near zero. Your body is running on empty, unable to power basic recovery processes. Your HPA axis, which controls your stress response, becomes completely dysregulated. It stops producing cortisol in the correct patterns, leaving you chronically exhausted yet wired. Instead of a healthy morning cortisol spike to give you energy, your levels remain flat all day. You are literally operating without your primary survival hormone. Your autonomic nervous system is locked in a sympathetic freeze. This state of constant high alert prevents your body from transitioning into parasympathetic rest. To recover, we must bypass traditional rest and implement a precise cellular-level roadmap. We must rebuild your energy production from the mitochondria upward. Phase 1 of the cellular roadmap is downregulation. We must signal safety to your overactive nervous system before any physical healing can actually begin. By practicing somatic tracking, you learn to observe physical sensations without fear. This simple practice tells your brain that your body is not under attack. You must drastically limit sensory input. Turn off notifications, dim the lights, and use noise-canceling headphones to give your sensory cortex a complete break. Stimulating the vagus nerve is crucial. Simple practices like cold exposure or gentle humming can trigger the parasympathetic response, lowering your heart rate instantly. Phase 2 focuses on mitochondrial support. We must feed your cells the specific raw materials they need to start producing ATP efficiently once again. Supplements like coenzyme Q10 and targeted magnesium act as spark plugs for your cellular engines, helping to restart the stalled energy production process. Focus on easily digestible, nutrient-dense foods. Your gut is compromised, so eating warm cooked meals reduces the digestive load on your exhausted system. Phase 3 is the circadian reset. We must rebuild your body's natural clock by aligning your light exposure with the rising and setting sun. Get 10 minutes of direct morning sunlight within an hour of waking. This triggers a healthy cortisol spike, setting your biological timer for the entire day. In the evening, eliminate blue light completely. This simple act allows your brain to produce melatonin naturally, securing the deep, restorative sleep you desperately need. Phase 4 focuses on clearing brain fog. By reducing neuroinflammation, we can restore your cognitive clarity and sharpen your focus once again. Brain fog is not laziness. It is active neuroinflammation. When your body is stressed, your brain's immune cells become hyperactive, slowing down electrical signaling. Using natural anti-inflammatories like curcumin and omega-3 fatty acids can cross the blood-brain barrier, directly cooling the inflammatory fires in your neural pathways. Finally, Phase 5 is rebuilding resilience. Once your cellular engines are restored, we must train your system to handle stress without collapsing again. Track your heart rate variability, or HRV. This metric acts as a direct window into your nervous system's capacity to adapt to daily challenges. Slowly introduce low-intensity Zone 2 cardio. This specific level of exercise stimulates mitochondrial biogenesis, meaning your cells physically grow more energy-producing factories. Be careful, high-intensity training during late-stage burnout is toxic. It will deplete your remaining ATP and throw you right back into cellular collapse. Adaptogens like ashwagandha and rhodiola can help regulate your adrenal output. They buffer the stress response, preventing massive spikes in cortisol and adrenaline. The mind and body are not separate. Psychological stress manifests as physical inflammation, and cellular dysfunction manifests as anxiety and mental doom. Rebuilding requires setting strict emotional boundaries. You must learn to say no to demands that threaten your hard-won cellular energy reserves. We must practice activating the parasympathetic switch daily. Simple breathwork, such as the double inhale followed by a long sigh, instantly calms your brain. L-carnitine is another essential nutrient for recovery. It acts as the shuttle, carrying fatty acids into your mitochondria to be burned for clean, efficient energy. Create a dedicated sleep sanctuary. Your bedroom must be completely dark, cool, and free from any electronic devices that emit disruptive electromagnetic fields. Non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR, is a powerful tool. Just 20 minutes can restore dopamine levels in your brain to baseline, mimicking deep sleep. Repair the gut-brain axis. Chronic stress damages your gut lining, leading to systemic inflammation that directly signals your brain to stay in a state of anxiety. Stop using stimulants to mask your exhaustion. Caffeine forces your depleted adrenal glands to secrete more cortisol, driving you deeper into stage 5 burnout. Hydrate with added electrolytes, especially sodium and potassium. Your adrenals regulate water balance, and chronic stress causes your body to dump vital minerals rapidly. Understand that cellular recovery takes time. You did not burn out in a week, and your mitochondria cannot rebuild their structures overnight. patience is key. As your nervous system calms down, neuroplasticity is activated. Your brain begins to prune away the old hypervigilant stress pathways and rebuild pathways of safety. Integrating short periods of cold exposure can help train your autonomic nervous system. It forces a brief stress spike that you learn to calm immediately. Incorporate gentle movement protocols like Qigong or Yin Yoga. These practices focus on energy cultivation rather than consumption, gently circulating blood without raising cortisol. Phosphatidylserine is a powerful lipid that can help blunt excessive cortisol output. Taking it in the evening can help quiet a racing mind and secure sleep. Ensure your environment is free from mold and toxins. An overloaded detox system in a state of burnout will only prolong your physical recovery process. Implement a strict digital detox after 8 p.m. The constant dopamine loops of social media keep your nervous system wired and alert for imaginary danger. Embrace the healing power of absolute silence. Sitting without input for just 10 minutes a day allows your overstimulated auditory cortex to recover from overload. Amino acids like L-theanine and GABA act as natural brakes for your brain. They increase alpha brainwaves, promoting relaxation without causing drowsiness or fatigue. Rebuild your systemic glycogen stores. Your liver loses its carbohydrate storage capacity under chronic stress, contributing to frequent energy crashes throughout your day. Engage in safe, supportive social connections. Laughing and talking with people who make you feel secure triggers the release of oxytocin, which naturally buffers stress. Your schedule must reflect your energy levels. Overcommitting during recovery is a recipe for relapse, pulling you right back down to the burning point. Healing your gut barrier is vital. Using supplements like L-glutamine can repair the tight junctions of your intestinal lining, stopping systemic immune activation instantly. Integrate structured breathwork into your daily routine. Box breathing, inhaling, holding, exhaling, and holding for 4 seconds each gently trains your nervous system to stabilize under pressure. Your thyroid gland slows down during chronic stress to conserve energy. Supporting it with selenium and iodine helps restore your systemic metabolic rate safely. Spend time around plants and nature. The phytoncides released by trees have been shown to reduce stress hormones and boost your body's immune function. Reduce exposure to electromagnetic fields, especially while sleeping. Turning off your Wi-Fi router at night can improve deep sleep quality by reducing cellular stress. Your adrenal glands contain the highest concentration of vitamin C in your body. Replenishing this vital nutrient supports adrenal hormone synthesis and cellular recovery. Establish a consistent daily routine. Predictability is a signal of safety to a hyperactive brain, reducing the constant cognitive load of decision-making. As you follow this roadmap, you will notice your energy returning. You are not just recovering, you're building a stronger, more resilient biological system. Maintenance is key to long-term success. Never let your guard down and fall back into the old habits of overworking that led to your collapse. Ensure you conduct regular biological checkups. Monitoring your hormone panels and nutrient levels will give you objective data on your ongoing cellular health. You have the tools to reverse burnout and reclaim your vital energy. Your body is ready to rebuild itself. Now it is time to take the first step. If this biological roadmap helped you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Join us in our journey toward deep cellular health and life-changing resilience.